This is Twit.
This is a great app. It's called Woebot, W-O-E-B-O-T.
Got a picture of you. Oh, give me that moment wide-angle lens. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What is Woebot?
Woebot is a robot therapist.
Oh.
So Woebot.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like it. It is free, and
Clearly.
it was developed by a doctor. So I've met Woebot. I've been using Woebot for a while on my iPhone and a different account.
Oh, it's even cute.
Yeah, like that's Woebot. When you start, you have to agree that everything is, everything's private, stored securely. They'll check in daily with you. Anonymized group data makes Woebot better, so there will be some data. So, okay, great, let's get started. And I could say yay or okay, Woebot. I'll say yay because I'm excited. And then Woebot will say, every day I'll check in with you. Speaking of, how are you feeling right now? I'm feeling pretty happy, actually, so I'll say happy. And Woebot says, got it, Megan. You just completed your first check-in. Oh, my what? My what? As I get to know you better through these daily check-ins, we'll work together to uncover patterns in your mood. Cool.
Oh, that's neat.
So the more days you check in, the more you'll learn about yourself.
And the more Woebot learns about you.
Right. Your check-ins.
Who is Woebot?
Woebot is an online therapist.
Yeah, but I mean...
But who's the company?
Yeah, like...
It's developed by doctors.
As long as it's not Facebook, I don't care.
It's not Facebook.
Okay. It's developed actually by psychotherapists.
Yes.
Wow. I like this idea.
I do. And it works with cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT.
CBT is very good for certain things.
So it will ask you, like, what are you feeling? And you'll say, and maybe I'll write down, like, I think Leo hates me. And then, oh, why do you think that? Like, well, he took that unflattering picture of me and then he posted it, then posted it on the web. And it's like, maybe he'll say, well, maybe he thought that you thought that was funny. Like he was just trying to make a joke.
Does it actually say insightful stuff like that?
Yeah, it does.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. So, and it gets better. So let's say how.
I should do this because I need therapy.
I'll have a new story for you every day that shares practical skills for your well-being. Like what? For example, we'll soon talk about how thoughts, feelings, and behaviors all lead to each other and how research shows that we can use that to feel better in our daily lives. Can't wait. Okay, I've got months of stories ahead for you, all crafted for you by experts and grounded in research. Cool.
How's Woebot spelled?
W-O-E-B-O-T.
Oh, like you've got woes.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa.
But if you're not feeling great, I've got dozens of tried and tested tools from the clinic to make you feel better.
Is it free?
It is free.
Wow. It just CBT and DBT.
What's DBT?
Dumb behavioral therapy. No, I don't. I don't know what it is. CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy. I used to know what DBT was, but I don't remember.
I've definitely practiced CBT with therapists that I've used in the past.
It's very
been
effective.
helpful.
Yeah.
It's not the only kind of therapy, but it is helpful because I do a lot of like black and white thinking and all or nothing thinking and everything's terrible. And if you actually spend some time, is everything terrible? Does Leo really hate me? So what if he hates me? What's the big deal?
This is an interesting category because it really, therapy is, a lot of people who could get a lot of value from therapy won't do it either because it's very expensive or because it's embarrassing. Look at Tony Soprano. He could have used Woebot.
I don't know that it's embarrassing. It still is embarrassing.
No, a lot of people, there's a stigma. Oh, right. I don't want to see a shrink.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with me.
I don't know why there
shouldn't be a stigma. I agree. But, there is. And so this might be a way for people to get that kind of.
Or cost. I mean, you said cost, but also time. Like who has the time?
I'm concerned that I don't know if it's as effective as a real human. In fact, I'm sure it's not.
And they said it's not as effective as a real human. And if, it has certain triggers in there. Like if you say suicide, it's going to,
It's going to call the police immediately.
It won't call the police, but it will, you can type in SOS and they'll give you the number.
They're legally required if you do show indicators that you're suicidal. They're legally required to report. So I'm sure therapists certainly are.
So then you can see, if you show my screen now, you can see like it will show your mood over time. So like I said, I've been using this with a different account because I didn't want to share you my specific fears. And
rats!
But mine has a little chart of my mood over time, and it'll ask you like, what are you doing right now?
You've used a real human therapist, and you've used this. Do you feel like it is valuable?
I feel like it is of value in the moment. right?
Right.
Like, but not for a long term. But like, if you're feeling really like, ugh, everything is horrible.
You can kind of dump it out into there.
And then it does like gratitude practice, you know, which people say is woo-woo, but it's like, it'll say like, you know, think about one thing that was great over the last 24 hours. And then what about another and another? And that stuff is proven. So in the moment, for long term, like, I don't think it's better than a therapist. But if you don't have the money for a therapist and you don't have the time, or if there is a stigma, this is great. It's private. It's free.
It's a Woebot just for you.
So,
And they answer some of these questions on the site.
Yeah.
Woebot.
Woebot.
Woebot.